Welcome back to the Sober Sex Sofa. My name is Shanti Patty Owen. I am your host for this channel where we discuss sobriety, sex, and mental health. Today's topic, very befitting of the end of 2023, is out with the old and in with the new. I am a sex addict, love addict, an alcoholic, a compulsive gambler, and a debtor. Now, first, I want to qualify that statement about out with the old, because not necessarily everything that was challenging we want to totally get rid of. But I'll give you some examples of my own challenges that I had in 2023 and also accomplishments I had. Okay, challenge number one. I was really getting tired of the 20 pounds I put on during COVID. I know for sure I'm not alone in this. And I gained 20 pounds. I know people who gained 100 pounds. And some people say, oh, 20 pounds is nothing. But every year I put on another 6 or 7. And I got so used to eating for comfort. That was not my normal modus operandi. And being at home a lot, it was a quick fix. So I found it impossible to lose weight. So that was a big challenge for me in 2023, those 20 pounds of COVID weight. The other challenge for me was that I really wanted to stay home more often. And being that I'm a sober companion much of the time, I live with other clients. So being home was a rarity for me. So that was another challenge. My third challenge was how to launch my drama series that I had been working on for a couple of years. And because I have so little time off, I found that to be extremely challenging. All right, let's take a look at that first challenge, losing 20 pounds. As many of you know, I've shared often in these videos that I have several addiction issues. And for me, moderation is practically impossible. Not impossible, but I have so much compassion now for people who have a difficulty losing weight. This is really the first time I've ever tried to lose weight, and I failed miserably for 3 years. So what I did was something called intermittent fasting, and it works for my addict personality because I'm pretty much all or nothing. So it's like I get to eat whatever I want, or I eat nothing. And that is in a very broad stroke explanation of intermittent fasting. So either I'm eating nothing, which is actually easier for me, and drink a lot of water. And then when the time is up for the fasting, I just eat whatever I want. And it worked. It, it worked. I think it took me about 6 months to lose the 20 pounds. Not a fast thing, but it's a lifestyle that I can handle. I did the intermittent fasting 5 days a week, and I allowed myself 2 days a week to eat whatever I want, whenever I wanted. And now that I've lost the 20 pounds, I have flipped it. So now 5 days a week, I eat whatever I want, whenever I want. And I just do the intermittent fasting 2 days a week, and I have been able to maintain it. Yay! So that was a big accomplishment in 2023. The next great accomplishment for 2023, this YouTube channel. Huge accomplishment. It has been suggested to me a few times to do a podcast or a YouTube channel, and I just always poo-pooed it, and it wasn't until Stephen Pettinger so gently and lovingly pushed me into it. If you're interested, I have a couple of interviews with him. That was a huge accomplishment because I kept saying no to it when anybody suggested it. And why it's such a great accomplishment is it is allowing me to be home more often. And it's allowing me to do more sober coaching rather than sober companion work, which is taking care of also that issue of wanting to be home more often. So I know that most people don't really understand what it's like to be a sober companion, but I work 1 month on and 1 month off, and the 1 month off, the other companion comes. So a lot of people think, "Oh, wow, well, you have plenty of time." But I I spend the first week doing radical self-care. 3 days I literally sleep, sometimes 12 hours a night. Then I do doctor's appointments, exercise. So that first week is just radical self-care. Catch up on billing, catch up on friends and family. And the very last week of the 4 weeks, I'm preparing to return. So it really only gives me 2 weeks to focus on anything else. So it has been, it's not insurmountable, but it's definitely been a challenge for me to start this YouTube channel. So now I get to do coaching from home. I get to be in my cozy little home. And it doesn't mean I don't do sober companion work, but I'm doing it a little less now and doing more sober coaching. And here is what might seem like a silly accomplishment, but I'm wearing earrings. I am wearing earrings. I am wearing earrings. Again, people who don't understand what it's like to be a sober companion, I have not worn earrings, I think, since I started, what was it, over 7 years ago? Because what happens is we're in situations that can be life or death. So, for instance, my sleepwear looks really much like yoga clothes. I don't wear pajamas that look like pajamas. I don't wear earrings. I don't wear jewelry because I have at times been woken up in the middle of the night and have had to run to the ER with my client. So I just got used to not wearing any jewelry and not sleeping in pajamas that look like pajamas. So for me, this is like a big accomplishment. It means that I'm home more often, and I'm really happy about that. And this YouTube channel is allowing me to spread the message of sobriety and the hopeful news to a larger audience. And this is my biggest joy in starting this channel. So, what are your challenges and accomplishments from 2023? And now let's take a look at 2024. I call it my 2024 vision. It's also great to have goals, but I think it's been pretty widely proven that whenever we have New Year's resolutions, they're usually not very successful. So I like to take a broader picture and look at vision. My first vision for 2024 is to alleviate the stigma and shame surrounding addiction. Now, it's this YouTube channel is a huge avenue to do that. My TV series is another one, but that is really my number one vision for 2024. Number two vision is opening up the conversation regarding sex and mental health. When I began this channel in October of 2023, I focused mostly on sobriety issues. So, being that the title is Sober Sex Sofa, we also have to talk about sex and SOFA, which is mental health. So, I'm really looking forward to talking about sex, not just people who have sex addictions, just blah, blah, blahing about sex, how we have better sex, how we have more sex, how we have sober sex, all forms of sex. I am also looking forward to talking about mental health. I have had so many challenges regarding mental health. Probably probably most of my life, but definitely all of my adult life. I am not a therapist. I am a coach. I've been through a ginormous amount of therapy. So I'm not going to be giving you mental health tips as a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I'm going to give you mental health tips that I have found work for me. They won't work for everybody, but I'm going to be expressing to you all what I have found that works for me. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. And my third vision for 2024 is to remain open to people, to opinions, to institutions that are very different from mine. This is something that I work on ongoingly, and I know 2023 has been very challenging for many people. There are wars, there are political positions. And quite frankly, it can really just skyrocket me up to the roof. And then I remember the goal is to love one another and to be kind, and how to do that when we come from very different places. So that's something that I have been working on much of my life, and especially now, I feel that it's really important. So ongoingly, I'm going to make that part of my vision for 2024. You heard about my vision for 2024. What's your vision for 2024? What would you like to see in your life in 2024? Is it something that you're carrying over from 2023? Is this a new vision? What is lighting you up, turning you on, and making you smile? I look forward to reconnecting in 2024. And as always, if you would like to get in touch with me privately, you can send me an email at sobersexsofa@gmail.com. Happy holidays, Happy New Year 2024, and I cannot wait to see you next week back at the Sober Sex Sofa. See you soon.